Good morning everybody, it is day 4 of the honeymoon and we are off to Animal Kingdom today. Last night we had a lovely meal. What did you think? You liked it?
Yeah, it was really good. The food was really good. And it was a nice place, nice and chilled. We were like on the lake sort of thing. And so you could see out through the windows and we had the fireworks and stuff, so.
Yeah, we booked our table for 8 o'clock, which was a good time actually because the fireworks are at 9. And even if you're not sitting right up against the window, you still have a pretty good view of the fireworks. So I would recommend doing that if you're thinking of eating there. But the food was so good. The only thing is that there was a little bit of a mix-up with my order. But they resolved it quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't like a mix-up with the order. Like it wasn't like, oh, they got you the wrong thing. It was an allergy thing, which is kind of worse, you know, obviously. So we both had, you know, Mexican dishes that came with tortilla, the tortillas. Ellie's one was supposed to come with, obviously, like gluten-free ones, and mine was supposed to come with flour tortillas. But the server just kind of put them down in front of us and
gave them the wrong way round.
Yeah.
Luckily, we checked, didn't we?
Well, that's the thing. We asked him, like, you know, oh, are these gluten-free? And then he just sort of was like, yeah. as if kind of like, yeah, why not? And then left, and then we were like, okay, well, we can't eat this because that doesn't fill us with confidence. So then we were just sort of sat waiting for quite a while before we could get someone's attention to just double check with them.
Yeah.
And then they were like, straight away, they were like, no, these are the wrong way around.
Yeah, like our actual server was so good and she really knew her stuff. It was just like some other random person who came and actually brought the dishes out and obviously just brought it out wrong. So that could have been really bad, but it was fine. I didn't eat the poisonous wraps. And the manager actually came out and apologized to us, didn't he? And he gave us like money off our food and stuff. So it was professionally like dealt with afterwards, and they sort of assured us that that wouldn't happen to anybody else, which is the main thing. So anyway, we are now going to go and get on the bus to Animal Kingdom and have a fun-filled day.
Yep.
So we're in Animal Kingdom and it is so nice in here.
It is.
It's a lot quieter, I feel like, than the other parks.
Yeah, no, it definitely is actually, isn't it? It feels much more peaceful because of that.
It does, and it's all green, and there's plants everywhere, and there's animals, and there's nice music. And we are now going to Dinosaur, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to be our first ride.
Let's go get that dino. I'm sure they just got the arms wrong. When they found the fossils, I'm sure the arms are from a different dinosaur.
I mean, it does look pretty stupid.
The explanation. I think they were missing the arms, and they just found some other little arm bones, and they were like, this is probably the same dinosaur.
Yeah.
Taking a journey through a prehistoric world, we will witness the most spectacular creatures to ever walk the earth. In a moment, you'll be going live to our control center for a comprehensive safety briefing, and then it's on to the tour that will convince you forever that the future is truly in the past.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me, let's talk about you, and how you can help me make history today with the Time Rover. It's like this. If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you. And not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures.
I tagged him with a locator during an unauthorized field trip. Otherwise, I'd be traveling with you. Right now, our dino should be about here, at the very end of the Cretaceous period. That's where you're going today.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tours are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period. And I can assure you that all time rovers have been securely locked on those coordinates.
That's right. See?
Securely locked. Access denied.
Continue.
Of course. We were just talking about seatbelts. Plug them in, use them. It can get kind of choppy out there, so keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the homing signal, and that's not good. Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates? We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the iguanodon. Then I'll enlarge the transport field, and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large. And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong?
We just did dinosaur. What did you think?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's just it's such a cute ride, isn't it? I like the little pre-show and everything's really fun. And
Yeah. And it's surprisingly like bumpy and like jerky and stuff. It's surprisingly intense.
well, of course it is. I mean, there's like a cataclysmic world-ending event that we narrowly missed.
Anyway, now I think we're going to go to Pandora. Change of plan, we're going to Expedition Everest because it's a shorter wait. I think it's only 25 minutes at the moment. 20 minutes. So we're going to go do that. So that is where we are going. Up the mountain to our doom. Okay, so this is the queuing area for the Expedition Everest ride, which is probably one of my favourite rides here in Disney. It's so fun. It's a big roller coaster, it goes really high, it's really fast and intense, and the theming is also really cool, as I'm sure you can see from this queuing area alone. There is so much to look at. There's all sorts of items and things in this room, mess tins, little statues, things people could have used on a mission up the mountain. I just think it's so amazing how Disney creates such an immersive experience. So in this room here that we're about to enter into, it actually looks like a museum. There's all sorts of glass cabinets and cases with trinkets and all sorts of bits and bobs in there. Lots of items that could have been recovered from an exploration mission. There's also photographs of explorers, statues, all sorts of things to look at. I'm not sure if any of it is actually real. There's definitely some of it that's fake. There's this really fun like cast of a Bigfoot footprint, which I just love. That's so fun. So yeah, so much to keep yourself entertained with whilst you're queuing for the ride. But anyway, we are about to go and board the attraction and see if we can find ourselves a Yeti. So yeah, we're gonna go get on here. Obviously I didn't want to film on here in case I lost my camera, so we will catch you on the other side. Just did Expedition Everest. It was so fun. It's a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be. It goes so high, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It goes so high, and you get an amazing view, but it's also terrifying. But yeah, it's just a fun roller coaster, and it goes like backwards at one point, and there's a big drop and stuff, and you see a Yeti.
That's the main bit.
And it's really fun. So yeah, now I think we're going to go to Pandora and maybe get some food. We're thinking an early lunch is a good idea before the rush, and then we could enjoy the rides in Pandora when everyone else is getting their lunch. That's our strat.
It is, that's the plan. See how it goes.
All right. Okay, so this is what I got. I got a combination bowl, so I got chicken and I think it's beef with rice and beans and some kind of creamy herb sauce. And it's all made separately for my allergies, which is great. What did you get?
The same, literally the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Literally the same thing.
Nice. Makes a change from like chips and stuff, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm really in the mood for this.
Okay, so now we are queuing up for the Na'vi River journey. It's a fairly long wait, but we're happy to to wait for it. And then we're hoping that by the time we finish this, the Flight of Passage queue will be shorter because it'll be lunchtime. So that's our plan of action. But yeah, the queue for this is absolutely stunning. The attention to detail in this whole area is ridiculous. It's absolutely beautiful.
So we've just done Navi River journey, which we love. It's not the longest ride, but it's just so beautiful, and it's really peaceful, and the animatronic at the end is just incredible. Like, it blows my mind every time I see it. But we're now going in the queue for Flight of Passage. It's an hour and 20 minutes, which is not horrific. And the ride is amazing, so it's worth it. So we're on our way into the queue now.
So this is another example of how amazing Disney is at building an immersive experience. The queue for the Flight of Passage ride is so incredible. It's amazing. They have so many different sections. Part of it looks like you're walking through the forest. Part of it looks like you're in a science lab, and there's all kinds of really interesting and weird things to look at. And of course, they have a model of an avatar floating in the tank. It's life-size, it's massive, it's really, really cool. So yeah, the queuing experience in and of itself is fantastic.
So the queue said 80 minutes when we came in. We're not sure how long it's been exactly, but a lot less than that, probably like half an hour. And we're pretty close to the front now. They just did an announcement saying that like we're now running at normal capacity. So I think maybe it was a long queue time because they were running at half speed or something. But yeah, it's been really quick. I just looked on the app and it now says it's 20-minute wait, which is like insane for this ride. So
We're number 7 and 8.
We have new drivers heading into the GMR.
The way you're gonna do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. And I'm here to help you guys get ready. But first, we have to scan you for Pandoran microparasites. All right, everyone, stay on your number and move your arms a bit. Okay, start scan. You've all got them.
Dang it.
But don't worry, they're very common around these parts. Let's start the decon.
Initiating GMR decon.
Stand still over your number, you're not gonna feel a thing. You're doing great. Almost done here.
They're all clear.
Great. Now let's go over how all this works. Like I said before, you're going to be matched to these things called avatars, which look a lot like the Na'vi. They're created by blending human DNA and Na'vi DNA. Once we match you to an avatar, thanks to a special link chair, your mind will be able to control that avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden. She leads our science team, which is part of the Pandora Conservation Initiative, and we're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment. Over a generation ago, this enormous company called the RDA created a lot of damage to the area through their bad mining practices and conflicts with the Na'vi. Just like on Earth, it can take decades for ecosystems to recover. One way to understand what's going on with an ecosystem is to study what are called keystone species. These are animals like tigers, jaguars, seals. The banshee is one of these important animals. Dr. Ogden is the foremost expert on studying the Ikran and has spent years researching them. Unfortunately, banshees live high in rookeries and humans can't get anywhere near them without becoming their lunch. But the Na'vi and avatars can. In fact, the Na'vi have been riding on the backs of banshees since their earliest history. Thanks to science, avatars can ride on banshees too. That's why you're linking to an avatar. It was Dr. Ogden who restarted the Avatar program. It's because of her that you're able to go through this rite of passage today. Pandora is a breathtaking natural world. I cannot wait for you guys to see it for yourselves. Okay, first we need to find the compatible match of your genetic material with the genetic material of one of the avatar bodies that we already have. Once we do that, you'll be able to link to that avatar and fly. Help us out and move around a bit. Almost. Yes, got him. Now, let's find you your avatar matches. All right, you've all been matched with avatars. Looks like they're ready for you in the next room. When the door opens, please go inside, all the way in, and stand over the same number that you're standing over now. And I'll see you in there.
Oh my goodness, we just came off Flight of Passage and it was so good. It's such a lovely ride. You literally feel like you are flying. And it's so clever, the technology that they use, because the bike thing that you sit on, it like moves and it feels like you're on a creature that's breathing. It's so clever and it's just so beautiful, really nicely like paced as well, because there's like thrills as you're like flying through the skies, but then your banshee will like stop and pause for a minute and you can just get a chance to just look at the pretty scenery, and it's amazing. And you get nice smells as well as you're like flying. It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah. And like little bits of like sprays of water and things as well.
Yeah, it's so immersive. Anyway, now I think we're going to go on the safari because it's only a 5-minute wait. How beautiful everywhere it is. It's so nice. Found a candle that smells like the ride. Oh my goodness. And I think it's $20. Honestly, it smells so good. It's quite heavy though, so I think we would struggle to get it back.
That's true.
But it smells delicious. Ooh, what's that?
It's like a glowing globe thing.
Fun. Okay, so before we do the safari, we got ourselves a little snack. So this is the Night Blossom, and what is it? I think it's apple and pear flavoured slush with like some of the bobo things on the top. Are they mango? I don't know.
I don't know what flavour they are. The stuff is, it says it was apple and pear limeade.
Oh, right.
So I don't know if that's like apple and pear limeade or apple and pear limeade. I don't know.
I think it's because it's the two different colours. I think the green is apple and then I think the pink is like pear.
Yeah. But are they both limeade is the question. Or is it apple and pear and then also limeade? Who knows?
Try it.
Yeah.
That's so good. It's like sweet but like tangy at the same time, but like sherbety. Also, while we're just chilling here for a second, I just wanted to say that Generally, everywhere has been really good for celiac and like allergies. Aside from that little mishap that we had yesterday, everyone has been so friendly and helpful so far, and like the first thing they ask you when you go and get food is, do you have any allergies? And then they say that everything that is prepared separately if you do have an allergy, so there's no risk of cross-contamination. And a lot of places, like when we got this night blossom, they show you the ingredients, so they have like a list of all the ingredients that's in the drink, so you can check it for yourself so you know that it's safe. So yeah, generally they've been absolutely amazing with allergies, and everywhere pretty much that we've gone to that has food, there's been options for me. And even if it doesn't look like there's options for me, they say that they can adapt things to make it gluten-free. So it's actually really good, and it's just been so nice because that is something that is actually quite stressful, especially when we're traveling. So the fact that I know that I'm going to have options of food and that it's going to be safe is just amazing. So yeah, just wanted to say that. As if this is a theme park. It's beautiful. Isn't it stunning?
Yeah, you kind of just get over desensitized, though, don't you? I was just, you know, any other day you'd be like stopping to take this in, but today it's just kind of like, it's crazy.
It is amazing though. It's good to pinch yourself and just take a moment because it is stunning.
Yeah, it is.
Just look where we are. Hello. Hi, I don't have anything for you, I'm sorry. No, there. Oh. Hi, friend.
We're now sitting waiting for the Lion King show to start, or the Festival of the Lion King. I might fall asleep.
Did the Lion King show, which was so good. The singers are incredibly talented. The performer who sung, what was it called?
Be Prepared.
Be Prepared was amazing.
Yeah, he was great.
His voice was so like deep and rich, and it was just perfect for the song. So yeah, that was so much fun. And now we are going to do, what's it called? A Bug's Life?
It's tough to be a bug.
Yeah.
Which I've never done, and I'm excited.
Yeah. It's a 4D show, and I remember being absolutely terrified of this when I was a kid, so I'm kind of nervous now. But I haven't done it in many years, so we'll see if I'm as scared as an adult as I was as a kid. Yeah.
I'm sure you won't be.
We're like going under the Tree of Life. Oh yeah. It's very cool. Elephants. Is that a rhino?
Why is the queue so long for this?
I know.
Was this ever like a 2-hour thing?
How many animals do you reckon there are carved into the tree?
I don't know.
Many, many animals. Oh, look at that one. Oh, it's a snake.
Thank you.
So this is the auditorium for the It's Tough to Be a Bug show. This, I can confirm, was absolutely terrifying. Quite a few parents had to leave with their children because the kids were so scared. I think just because it's dark, there's lots of loud noises and there's lots of 4D effects as well. It sprays you and it pokes and prods you, and it is actually quite scary. But anyway, after we had that experience, we then went and got some food in Yak and Yeti, which is one of the restaurants in Animal Kingdom. So this is us just entering the restaurant now, and we had such a good experience in here. It was really nice, lots of choice for food. I ended up having this salmon, which was so nice. It wasn't actually on the allergy menu, but the chef kindly came out and said that he would adapt it for me so that I could have it. Danny had steak, which he was very pleased with, and we also got dessert. Danny had this pineapple upside down cake, which looked incredible. I was quite jealous. And I also had dessert. I had a chocolate layer cake, which was gluten-free, and it was actually really nice. It was nice and light and perfect after eating lots of other food, so it went down a treat. So yeah, we had a lovely time. So we are full now. We have full bellies after eating in Yak and Yeti. The food was really nice. I had salmon, and you had steak.
I had steak with like tempura prawns and a load of rice and vegetables and things. There's a lot of food, and oh, there was some kind of like spicy mayo as well. I don't know what it was, but a lot of calories, a lot of food.
And then we get dessert with our dining plan as well. So I had some kind of gluten-free chocolate layer cake thing, and
I had pineapple upside down cake, and I had a cocktail which was like a pint.
It was massive.
Which is why I've got nice little rosy cheeks going on.
So safe to say, we've had a nice meal, and now we are exiting the park. It actually closes really early today. It closes at 6, I think.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom generally closes earlier than the other parks. So I think the other ones are like close at like 9ish nowadays, but this is 6. So we'll make the most of it and have a nice relaxing evening, catch up a little bit on just not doing something for a minute.
Yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be really, really busy because we've got a whole day in Universal.
Yeah.
So we're actually leaving the Disney bubble and we're heading over to the Universal Park. 2 parks actually.
2 parks.
There's Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. And we're going to be getting up early because we're only going to be there for 1 day, so we need to make sure we get there and so we can get everything done. So yeah, we're going to head home now, have a nice early night and be refreshed for the morning. So I think I'm going to finish this segment here. So yeah, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.